Okay, so top of the morning to you peeps. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And you know what? I have a little concern here, which I would like Mr. PM to address. Sir, it's about reforming or adjusting a certain law that you have concerning the taxation of motor vehicle. My concern is if I should park my vehicle, and I mean with no intention of parking it for a lengthy time, you just park it for whatever reason. So because you didn't have any intention to go abroad or to leave it for a long time, you do not take off the plate and you don't surrender the plate. So if you do not surrender the plate to the tax office, I realize that you're going to have to pay for all the time that the vehicle is not in use if you don't surrender the plate. So my concern is, it was planned for the vehicle to be sitting somewhere for a long time, in outer use for a long time. So the plate is on it. And now a year might have passed, and that is what, 12,500, and another year passed, and it is adding up. And I'm saying for the ordinary people, it is a lot to be paid for nothing, because you really don't use the vehicle, so we should be paying for it. So I would like Mr. Prime Minister to do some adjustment where that is concerned, because if it was a planned, if it was a planned for the vehicle to be parked for a long time, then you would have surrendered the plate. Say, for instance, God forbid it, but somebody should fall ill, or something seriously, say in an accident, or something happened to them, and they are not able to make the decision of everything at the same time. You don't have persons who you can rely on to say, all right, surrender the plate, do this, do that for me, and whatever. And it has to be there for a while. There should be some allowance for that, so you don't have to pay back taxes for the vehicle that is not in use. Yes, man, I need you to look into it, Mr. PM, because it's hard for us to be spending money, throwing away money on things that we don't use. You pay for you not eat or drink. You're down because of situation. Suppose you find yourself into a difficult situation where you're not even able to sort out your vehicle particulars. Then now you're going to have to pay for the vehicle that is not in use. You didn't use the vehicle at the time, so you shouldn't have to pay. I don't want to have to pay because I don't use the vehicle, so I don't want to have to pay for the time that the vehicle park, and I don't have the money, so if I throw away money when I not have. It is hard for the ordinary people, for all this pressure to be placed on them, to be paying for this, paying for that, what they don't even use. You mean you're paying for what you don't eat or drink? Because if you don't use the vehicle, you never plan to park the vehicle for a long time, but difficult to catch you and you can't find the money to sort it out. Then now you have to go pay extra money and you never use it. That is unnecessary. So I need for you, mister, to look into these things and do something about it. Make the necessary adjustment. I implore you. I implore you, mister, to make the necessary adjustment to the law so that we do not have to pay for the vehicle particular license when the vehicle is not in use. without surrendering the plate, because sometimes you don't know that you're going to have the vehicle parked for a long time. So you would have surrendered the plate because you never planned for park for a year or two. You just park it for one probably a month or so, and then it run into the time runs off. Me should have to pay because I don't use the vehicle. So I'm asking you to look into these things. Yeah.